And let's talk about the game first, the game that just concluded. Manchester City versus Liverpool. 2-2. What a back and forth. The first half, the second half. What do you think, guys? What was it, a
Breathtaking, wasn't
deserved
it?
draw?
It was an amazing game, a great game of football after a long time between two top teams, and clearly, I think draw was a fair result. Uh, could have been here and there, but I think good draw, good 2-2, 4 goals, good good point for both of them, I guess.
Mhm. And how about Salah goal? The individual, should you think that should be considered as the goal of the season?
It's still early days. I mean, we're just into October and getting a good solid one. I mean, let's be honest. All of our teams have at least one or two players that could pull off a solid type of goal easily. I mean, Chelsea, as much as I don't like them, have at least three or four players in them that can do it easily. This was a good game, and it's proven something I have thought for a bit.
Mhm.
In that you've got two managers from Germany that really truly know how to get the ball rolling, and you've seen hopefully Southampton can get their stuff together because that's a bigger club down there. But this is par for the course for Salah. I mean, last year was a weird one for all the clubs, but seeing something like this where they can go up against Manchester City, I just don't know if Manchester City has too much talent on them.
I just think with Manchester City, Pep Guardiola has this habit of overthinking things. And when I face Manchester City, our team faces Manchester City, I just hope that he somehow manages to do that because that's the way they fall down. He did, like in the last season when we played Manchester City 3 times. He basically started with one defensive midfielder first, then started with two defensive midfielders, and I guess in the final he started with no defensive midfielders. And he just overthinks
Overthought.
things. So and to this perspective, how I see the Liverpool Man City game, brilliant individual goals, fine. I just see two title challengers taking 2 points from each other.
I think injury played a part today. I think Trent, if he had been in the game, I think it would have been a very different game. I think Miller was struggling and probably lucky to stay on the pitch towards the end. And if Trent was there, I guess it would have been a different game, I guess, for Liverpool.
Would have made a difference. Yep, yep.
But Pep got it right.
Liverpool has basically, out of a possible 51 points not 51, out of a possible 57 points at home, they have already lost 4 points to Chelsea and Man City. And you remember the season when Liverpool lost to Man City by a single point?
Yep.
It was
97. I think what was that? 97, 98.
98, 99.
98, 99. Thanks. Yep.
It was the first leg draw against Man City that hurt them at
That
the
hurt
end.
them.
If we start talking about that, then we can go back to Stephen Gerrard's slip against Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
And so basically,
I mean, that would be another story altogether.
so basically, yeah. So it's more than that. I would say like Liverpool should have won that game against Manchester City back then because I remember they lost the second leg against Manchester City and Etihad, and that ultimately came back to bite them where it hurts the most.
Oh, you guys bring up. I always hear as a Liverpool fan Steven Gerrard's slip. Now, I remember in some Champions League, some certain center back falling at the goal line. I mean, what was that? John Terry?
Yeah, but that was like a long time ago. So okay, so the Steven Gerrard slip would have been more relevant if you haven't won the Premier League 2 years back. It would have been still basically the single thing which would have bitten you the most, essentially. But yeah,
we still got the title eventually. I'm kind of glad that the title didn't go on Brendan Rodgers and it went on Jurgen Klinsmann, to be honest with you.
Uh-huh. Why do you say that?
I'm sorry. being an American, we get both of them. I don't like Brendan Rodgers for a number of reasons, but I'm glad that Liverpool got it during the COVID year just to get it out of the way.
I mean, to be very honest, this season it won't be a two-team fight. It will be a four-team fight all till the end, and we are basically, you can say, so Manchester United, don't write them off yet. I mean, like, yeah, they haven't won anything in the last 4 years or anything, but they will be there or thereabouts until March.